we go along the premise that is true, that is crazy. That means he's probably alive right now, chewing on his whatever weed he smokes, Jules, sipping on his Bacardis in the Bahamas, living his best life, getting 47 million monthly listeners while everyone's thinking he's dead.
He's probably chilling down the beach looking at his monthly list.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Boring Show. We know it's been a while. We haven't released one tonight.
We made one, but we had to cancel it because
Gibby said too many ridiculously offensive things. Basically, Gibby says like half the episode, Gibby's basically just saying offensive things that we can't say. Hold on, dude. Just my dog wants to come in. My dog. This is in my house. First episode, we're both in my house.
First ep in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Come, Sans. Come up. Come, Sans.
We've got a dope setup for him.
Okay, dude, this is my dog, Boring Show. Welcome to my dog. Hold on, come here.
So we're at his home right now, so this probably isn't going to be as like professional, but yeah. So anyway, today we're talking about conspiracy theories.
It's gonna be hype, dude. My dog is here. Sorry, we apologize. It's been a while, but we got some smashing conspiracy theories. Now, just to give you some insight, we're gonna be talking about some smashing conspiracy theories. Someone suggested to me that we do conspiracy theories, so we thought we'd give it a go.
We got some pretty historical theories here. We actually got quite a new one as well in there.
That people have been boosting about. Famous rapper. So I think without further ado, we've got a cracking fire. We got lots of blitz because the wood is completely wet. So it's a cold day. So let's get into it, Jim. So so first conspiracy, Juice WRLD. Right. Now, basically, to give some people some insight, basically, Juice WRLD died of like a drug overdose, supposed drug overdose. Basically, he was on a plane to like Chicago or somewhere.
So basically, he like overdosed. He accidentally overdosed in the airport.
So basically, the story was that he had like a large amount of narcotics on him and like lots of drugs. Basically, he was like, well, because someone snitched on him, someone in his team snitched. Oh, that's fucking crazy, dude. But basically, someone in his team snitched on him. I'm sure most of you know the story, but someone snitched on him. And he was like, okay, well, I get all these drugs, I go to 60, 70, whatever years in jail, or I just take these drugs and hope for the best. So he took all these drugs, and then surprise, man overdosed and he's dead.
So he collapsed in the airport and he got taken to hospital and was announced dead. December 8th, 2019. RIP.
Yeah, but some people aren't wanting to believe it, right?
A lot of people think he's like chilling in the Bahamas right now.
Basically, so the story around this is basically his plane, his private jet. Man was an absolute rich man. Okay, just quick, how much money do you think Juice WRLD made?
Friggin' moles, dude.
Also, yeah. What's his monthly listeners right now? Let me just quickly check, because he probably still makes peas.
So in 2017...
Do you have Spotify on this computer?
No, search on Google. No, I use the web app.
Oh man. Okay, just continue speaking.
So basically, what's interesting is in 2017, 2 years before he died, he tweeted, "I want to get rich and famous and then fake my death."
At like the age 21 or whatever age he died.
When I'm 21 or 20, fake my death. And now look, he's literally he faked it.
Oh my! He gets 47 million monthly listeners.
Holy.
No ways, bro. That's actually that's a shame. If he I do believe he's dead, but like. What a shame. Imagine how much peace he'd be raking around now.
Probably... So yeah, anyway, people think he's like chilling in Bahamas or something. He faked his death.
Basically, the story is that he tweeted out some very dodgy things a couple of years before, like, I'm just going to get bare peas, I'm going to get rich, and I'm going to fake my death, and I'm going to live in the Bahamas as a rich man, and just live my life. And then he did die, so I mean... I don't know,
The thing is, he literally said...
Like, he literally said...
I'm going to fake my death when I'm 21 or something. He just turned 21 and died. Miraculous.
Also, James, I got a clapped haircut. I'm not sure.
So he got a dead trim this morning, so...
Yeah, I got a very dead trim. Also, I don't know, Juice WRLD's old Instagram came out. He was just posting like ridiculous things.
I haven't seen it, but I heard of it.
It was cack funny. Just posting random things. But anyway, the conspiracy theory is Juice WRLD is a private jet, right? And that private jet went to the Bahamas straight after Juice WRLD supposedly died, right? So the conspiracy theory is, and we got this right.
Wasn't there like they tracked the plane?
Yeah, the plane went to like the Bahamas or something, right? Yeah.
Right here is like.
Okay, so we got a thing on Reddit. Like people are going on this for a while now. We're going to talk about lots of conspiracy theories. This is just the immediate one.
Read what it says.
Juice WRLD plane never landed in Chicago. Basically, this one is saying that the plane never even landed in Chicago. That this whole thing's a plot. Juice WRLD plane never landed in Chicago. He went from Louisiana to the Bahamas the day he allegedly died. There's no record that the plane ever went to Chicago. Not to mention it's 100% that he flew the plane since he was found in the private jet hangar in Chicago airport. The plane is N99EH. That is mad.
So basically, it landed in Chicago. No one saw it or even.
No one saw it. Like
It says he went to the hospital.
That's
and died
crazy.
There, but no one even saw.
Okay, we don't know if that's true, but I mean, somehow someone could have faked it. But if we go along the premise that is true, that is crazy. That means he's probably alive right now, chewing on his whatever weed he smokes, Jules, sipping on his Bacardis in the Bahamas, living his best life. 47 million monthly listeners while everyone's thinking he's dead.
He's probably chilling there on the beach looking at his monthly listeners.
Here's my thing, here's my thing. Surely, like, even in the Bahamas, like, if you're dead, like Juice WRLD, like, and you're running the oh shit, and you're as famous as Juice WRLD, surely someone would, like, eventually spot you.
He must be, like, seriously undercover or something.
People can get like mad plastic surgery. Have you seen like what people like drug dealers do? Like there's this oak that they call them like a lollipop, like in the pub. I think it was like you know El Chapo?
Yeah.
You know El Chapo. So like his drug cartel. Basically like this oak changed his face so he literally looked like a lollipop. He looked like the funniest guy ever. So basically like you can get some mad plastic surgery, right?
But yeah, he probably went to Bahamas as well because it's nice and because probably most people won't know him out there.
Dude, that is some crazy things that we've just discovered right now. That I mean, dude, that actually kind of changes my opinion on it. Don't you think?
Yeah, reading that is like blowing my mind.
But I mean, we don't know.
Facts in lounge Chicago. But yeah,
we don't know if it's true, but
yeah,
if it is true, that is crazy. So yeah, I mean, you can tell us what you think in the description. But in the meantime, we can get on the next conspiracy theory. Gibby, go ahead.
So the next conspiracy is what happened on a date that's actually coming up now, September 11th, 2001, 9/11.
Rest in peace to like a lot of people. A lot of people died.
If you haven't heard about it, I don't know.
Like, what rock have you been living on? You don't know about 9/11. There are going to be some people. It's realistic. There are going to be some people like, what's that? Oh my god! And then they're going to go on an Instagram rampage about it. But we can't get into politics, so it's just.
Yeah. So we actually So anyway, so in 2001, September 11th. Like a plane for it, like 2 planes, I think.
And then also they also killed the Octagon. There was also another building that they took down called the. But we'll get into that now. Basically, there was a lot of misinformation. Basically, check my camera, just because my camera's not recording any of this. Hey, we're still recording. Let's go, baby.
Oh wait.
Okay. Basically, there's a lot of misinformation about 9/11. Basically, there was people think that there were 2 buildings taken down. 3 including the Pentagon, but nobody knows about the 3rd, or you could say 4th building.
What?
There
wasn't a 3rd.
There was a 4th building.
Where?
It was a building in the year 9/11 that nobody knows about. In fact, they had to cancel a court case because someone was suing someone about 9/11, and the what's it called, the judge knew nothing about it, so he had to go and basically like do his research. So there's a lot of misinformation about 9/11. Basically, there are a lot of conspiracies about it. People think that it was Bush. People think that it was. There were bombs. There were definitely bombs. There were without a doubt bombs.
Yeah, if you look at the footage, you literally see each floor like collapse because of bombs. And people who were there said they saw it. And if you watch the video, you literally see people jumping out of like the 20th, 30th floor and stuff. It's insane.
I don't understand how anyone thinks they weren't bombs. You can literally hear in recordings. Joseph in the future, play some banging recordings of some bombs right now. Let's go, baby. Right, so you can hear the bombs going on. Like, there are clearly bombs there, bro.
Yeah. Also, people think the president was behind it.
Okay, basically, the reason people think the reason people think George Bush might have done it is basically because George Bush basically used 9/11 to kickstart the war against Iran or Iraq. I'm not sure who did that.
I think it was people didn't want to like sign up to the army to go and fight.
Well, nobody wanted. No one. The general public didn't support them going to war. But George Bush, because after 9/11, it was like this was Iraq, this was whatever. He used that to power and fuel people to
make them angry at them.
Yeah, and then basically kickstarted a war against it. I mean, one of the worst decisions the president made. George Bush has gotten so much flack for it and how he should never ever have made that war and got to war.
If that was like staged, then Bin Laden, why was he on the run for years?
Because he was the leader of a terrorist organization, Al Qaeda.
Yeah, but people say he did it.
Yeah, they say he did it because American. Like he was the leader of Al Qaeda. He was the leader of Al Qaeda, and yeah, he's the leader of Al Qaeda.
Osama bin Joseph.
And bro, like if you're a terrorist organization hell bent on destroying the West, and then the American government says you destroyed 2 Twin Tower buildings, you're not gonna be like, no, we didn't actually do it. You're like, yeah, we did it to push our Islamic message or our Islamic radicalization method. So obviously they were gonna say that they did. And the rest is history, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the one.
What do you think about it?
I think that there was bombs.
Oh, there were definitely bombs. Oh my, bro, you can hear the bombs. Thing is,
I don't know
some people think there were no planes at all.
I know, people think it was CGI.
Because if you basically a couple years before 9/11 happened, the American Navy did like some sort of study, or like some sort of Navy test, and they saw that like if you fly a plane at that speed through like titanium steel, the plane basically just evaporates. Play the video right now, Joseph. Cheers, bud. So, yeah, basically, the plane just evaporates. But what happened is it went through. It literally looks like a bad. It looks like a bad CGI effect. It looks bad, bro. It looks like a movie.
But literally, people who were there say they saw it.
I know. We're going to talk about next episode. Next episode.
What?
What's it called? Is life a simulation? Or are we living in the Matrix?
Okay.
Next episode, gents, we're going to talk about are we in a simulation?
Are
we in the Matrix? Absolute bang of an episode. But basically, it looks like a bad CGI effect. Like,
yeah. I don't know why people say that, but anyway.
What do you think?
I think there were bombs. I don't think it was planned.
You don't think the government did it?
No. And I think they were actually planned.
George Bush is not a good guy at all. But I don't think he did 9/11. I mean, that's a bit extreme. There's some conspiracy theories that are just absolute quackos, fam. Like people think the governments are like aliens, and they think they're like reptilian creatures, dude.
We've done 13 minutes. Should we call it?
No. Absolutely not. No, we got bad things to talk about. We still got lots of conspiracy to talk about.
We got one more. Okay. So the last one is.
Should we talk about should we talk about moon landing? Should we talk about the killing of John F. Kennedy, U.S. president?
Yeah, let's see John F. Kennedy.
Okay, give him a little backstory.
So I don't know what year it was, but basically, the president of the United States of America, John F. Kennedy, JFK, was like riding through a town or city in America, and he was basically shot with a sniper. He was assassinated, and now there's loads of conspiracies about what happened, stuff like that. So.
There are loads and loads and loads of conspiracies. Well, okay, don't excuse me just completely destroying this poor box over here. But basically, John F. Kennedy was a very, very hated man. Right? That's a crucial thing to understand. Basically, everyone wanted to take his bloody head off. Right? People were Russia. Ow! Oh, ow!
What?
I think I just burned myself. Oh, that's not good. Oh god, that's all. Okay, basically, he was a very, very, very hated man. The Russians wanted to kill him. The American mafia wanted to kill him. CIA wanted to kill him.
Yeah. He was shot. I can't remember what his name was. They found him. What was his name?
What?
What was his name? Like that shot him?
Oh, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, and there's conspiracies that like other people shot at him too. I think is true.
Definitely.
There were definitely more shooters on him.
Because apparently there were like 2 bullets, right? And apparently, I mean, I'm not like a.
I've seen the video. Apparently, his head came off.
Jeez, I do not want to. I don't want to watch that vid, but I mean, it looked crazy, dude. Like apparently the bullet went through his head and then hit someone else. Apparently, I definitely think they were basically. Apparently, it's physically impossible for that one bullet to have killed him and gone through like his vice president's head.
Yeah.
Play the video of the killing right now. Boom. Rah.
Yeah. So Yeah, that was it. And I think, I mean, if you're gonna kill the president, I mean, you're not gonna.
One person, well, no one's gonna think about it. Okay, so the official story that came out of there was one bloke, Lee. It's a short, bro. One bloke, Lee Harvey Oswald, just came out and just shot the president, bro.
For fun, yeah.
Think about it.
Like no one, like there wouldn't have been people surrounding blocks.
It's literally, it's impossible that the CIA, the most intelligent, basically, okay, we are not very good at explaining this scenario. So Joseph in the future, find a video that explains what happened with the killing of JFK. It's probably going to be BuzzFeed unsolved. Play it. Rah!
This is going to take up minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically,
so basically, if you think about it, like, it wasn't unknown that there were going to be rooftops where people could have shot the president, right? If you are the CIA are responsible for the president's well-being, you're not going to choose places as high-rise buildings where people who you haven't checked could potentially shoot the president. It's ridiculous. Surely the CIA would be somehow involved in that. I mean, apparently he didn't approve what the CIA were doing in terms of.
Maybe I think they could have hired them and then like ordered no people to be guarding that tower or whatever.
Let me tell you something, bro. The CIA are terrible. I guarantee you that the president doesn't even know what's going on in the CIA. Like the CIA does not trust Trump with.
They're like underground. Like no one knows what they're doing.
No one knows what they're doing. They get funding and they do whatever the hell they want. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like South Africa, bro. Like at least like no one's clever enough to do what the CIA are doing in South Africa.
Yeah.
But in America, bro, you always get crazy, fam.
Yeah, bro.
Anyway, bro, I think the mafia apparently him and his brother were pissing off the mafia somehow.
Oh yeah, the mob.
Not sure if I believe that, but what I know is that oak was hated. He was also useless in the Cuban Missile.
Yeah, we've just been learning.
Man got 80% for that test. Yeah? Man got 80%. Yeah. Anyway, gents, this has been the boring show. Gibby, do your outro.
This has been the boring show. We'll see you next episode.